Council of State decides that temporary protection for third country nationals is to be stopped in the Netherlands. Council of State has decided that the temporary protection for third country nationals who have fled from Ukraine is to be stopped on 4th of March 2024. This decision applies to third country nationals who have a temporary residence permit there based on work or study. What does this mean for you? This video tells you everything you need to know. Before we start the video, it is important to know that temporary protection is not stopping for all refugees who are not Ukrainian nationals. If you are not a Ukrainian national but you do have a permanent residence permit in Ukraine, if you had protected status or refugee status in Ukraine at the time of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, if you are in a long-term relationship with someone who does enjoy temporary protection in the Netherlands, then this message is not for you. In these cases, you are entitled to temporary protection in the Netherlands until 4th of March 2025. This message is for you if you have fled from Ukraine, are not a Ukrainian national, had a temporary Ukrainian residence permit based on work or study at the time of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, arrived in the Netherlands prior to 18th of July 2022 and are registered in the Personal Records database. In the media, this group of people is often referred to as third country nationals. We will be using the same term in this video. If you are a third country national, your temporary protection in the Netherlands will be stopped on 4th of March 2024. You will then have 28 days to leave the Netherlands. In other words, you will have until 1st of April 2024 to do so. This decision was made by the Council of State. The Council of State is the highest administrative court in the Netherlands. Decisions made by the Council of State are binding on the Dutch government. As such, this decision will need to be implemented. If you are a third country national and your temporary protection stops on 4th of March 2024, you will fall under one of the following categories. You will have no right of residence after 4th of March 2024. In this case, you will need to leave the Netherlands. You have claimed asylum, but you have not yet had an interview with the Immigration and Naturalization Service, IND. In this case, you will be classified as an asylum seeker after 4th of March 2024. You have a regular Dutch residence permit on the basis of work or study alongside your right to temporary protection. You have an application outstanding for one of these permits, or you have a Dutch partner. This instruction video is for third country nationals who fall under the first category, those who will have no right of residence after 4th of March 2024. If you fall under the second or third categories, please refer to our other instruction videos. You will have no right of residence after 4th of March 2024. And you will need to leave the Netherlands. You fall under this category if you have not notified the Immigration and Naturalization Service, IND, that you wish to claim asylum between March and August 2023. You also fall under this category if you did claim asylum, but your asylum application has been rejected, or if you did not respond to the letter from the IND about claiming asylum. Even so, you may have lodged an appeal together with a lawyer against the decision of the government to end your temporary protection on 4th of March. Due to the ruling by the Council of State, this appeal is likely to lapse. 2 letters from the IND. Over the next few weeks, you will receive 2 letters from the Immigration and Naturalization Service, IND. You will receive the first of these letters by the end of January 2024. This letter serves as proof you enjoy temporary protection until 4th of March 2024. You can show this letter to your municipal authority and employer so that they know you are entitled to shelter and work until 4th of March 2024. It is important that you also show this letter to your lawyer. You will then receive a second letter from the IND between 19th of February and 2nd of March, in the last 2 weeks prior to 4th of March. This letter is your return decision. In it, the IND will tell you that your temporary protection will stop on 4th of March 2024 and that you have 28 days to leave the Netherlands and the European Union. That means you will need to leave before 1st of April 2024. If you stay after that date, you will be staying illegally in the Netherlands. Your lawyer will be able to lodge an appeal against this letter. More information on that point is provided below. A brief summary of what you need to know about your rights and obligations. Up to and including 4th of March 2024, you enjoy temporary protection and you will retain your right to shelter, work, or living allowance, as well as health insurance. After 4th of March 2024, you will be staying illegally in the Netherlands if you have no ongoing procedure or other residence permit. You will have 28 days to leave the Netherlands and the European Union voluntarily. Over the course of these 28 days, you will remain entitled to shelter, a living allowance, and health insurance, but you will no longer be allowed to work. This period will run until 1st of April 2024. From 2nd of April onwards, the municipal authority has the power to remove you from the reception center with the help from the police. Your name will also be added to the SIS register, a database the authorities in other European countries have access to. As a result, the authorities in these other EU countries will be able to see that you are staying in Europe illegally. They will have the right to remove you from their country. If you have a residence permit or a right to residence in another EU country, you will be able to stay there legally. In this case, you should contact your lawyer. If you are not safe in your country of origin, you can still start an asylum claim. You have to do so by going to Ter Apel, the registration center for asylum seekers. Once you have submitted your claim, you will need to stay at an asylum seeker center. You will not be allowed to work for the first 6 months. Most likely you have many more questions. You can schedule an appointment with us to get more specific information and to ask us any questions you may have. We will explain how you can contact us at the end of this video. Your options are as follows. It is important that you gather as much information as possible about the decisions and actions you need to take. The information you need to be able to make the right choice for you is provided below. Contact your lawyer. It is important that you contact your lawyer. Show them the letters you have received from the IND, as your lawyer may still be able to file an appeal on your behalf. They can do so in the following situations. For example, you fled Ukraine together with your partner or immediate family, and your partner or immediate family member are still entitled to temporary protection in the Netherlands because they are a Ukrainian national, for example. You have a permanent residence permit or asylum permit in Ukraine that was valid on 23rd of February 2022. You are unable to travel due to medical reasons. This only applies if you are severely ill. You will need a certificate from a doctor to prove this. A lawyer may also be aware of other options for you to legally remain in the Netherlands. As such, we recommend that you contact a lawyer. Make sure that you forward the letters from the IND to your lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer yet, Vluchtelingenwerk can put you in touch with one. You can claim asylum. In the Netherlands, you always have the right to claim asylum. If you decide to start an asylum claim, you can do so in Ter Apel, a town in the north of the Netherlands. The asylum center in Ter Apel will register you as an asylum seeker. If required, the staff at Vluchtelingenwerk or your lawyer can help you do so. If you don't have a lawyer yet, you will be allocated a lawyer after you have submitted your claim for asylum. If you attended an asylum interview with the Immigration and Naturalization Service (IND) between the months of March and August 2023 and you were rejected, It only makes sense to start another asylum claim if you can prove that your safety situation has substantially changed. You can use the remigration scheme. You can return to your country of origin or another country where you have a permanent residence permit. To help you do so, you can claim a 5,000 euros financial allowance from the Dutch government. This so-called remigration scheme is organized by the Repatriation and Departure Service, DT&V, of the government. The remigration scheme will remain operational until 4th of March 2024. You can contact the DT&V by filling in the form on their website. Once you have submitted the form, they will contact you. You will no longer be able to use the remigration scheme after 4th of March, but the International Organization for Migration might still be able to help you. You won't receive a 5,000 euro allowance, but they will help you buy a plane ticket and offer you a living allowance for the first few days. For more information, visit their website. You can submit an application for a regular residence permit. Up to 4th of March, you can submit an application for a regular residence permit on the basis of work, study, as a highly skilled migrant, or to stay with a partner. Up until 4th of March, there is no need to return to your country of origin to request a visa first. Even so, please note that strict conditions apply when you request a regular residence permit. Study permit. Studying in the Netherlands is expensive for students from outside of the EU. After 4th of March 2024, you will no longer be entitled to a place at the Municipal Reception Center. You will need to find and pay for your own accommodation. You will also no longer be allowed to work full-time. Work permit. Your employer will apply for this permit on your behalf. This is only possible if your employer is individually registered with the Immigration and Naturalization Service, IND, and the role in question is for a highly skilled worker, or if your employer is unable to find a suitable candidate within the Netherlands and the EU for the vacancy in question. For more information about these permits or about staying with a partner, please contact Juridisch Loket, the legal help desk of the Dutch government at a location near you. You are allowed to stay in the Netherlands while you await the outcome of your application, but you will no longer be entitled to shelter or living allowance after 4th of March. If you were to submit your application for a regular permit after 4th of March, you will need to return to your country of origin first to request a visa. For more information, visit the Juridisch Loket. Staying in the Netherlands without a residence permit. If your right to temporary protection has stopped, if you do not have an asylum claim ongoing, and you have not applied for a work or study permit, but you decide to stay in the Netherlands after 1st of April regardless, you will be staying in the Netherlands and in Europe without permission from that moment onwards. In this case, you will be staying illegally, and the aliens police will have the right to deport you from the country. Without a residence permit, you are not entitled to shelter, work, or financial support. You will lose your CSN number, health insurance, and bank account. You will be entitled to medical care, but you will need to pay for it yourself. Want to discuss your options and the decisions to be made? Contact Vluchtelingenwerk Nederland. Want to talk to someone about your future and the decisions you need to make? Looking to contact a lawyer? Thinking about starting an asylum claim but not sure yet? You can talk to us about all of the above. The staff at Vluchtelingenwerk Nederland are here to help you. We are an independent human rights organization. We will never share any of your information with third parties without your consent. Simply reach out to one of our employees at your location. If you are not sure who you can turn to, you can find our contact details here. You can also talk to one of our employees online. Simply schedule an appointment via this page.